What is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Yeah, so it is Wednesday, all right, as usual. We are going to be doing our Wednesday stream, all right? This is on Fish Tank and YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to make it work for Twitch as well. I'd love to stream to all three if I could, but when it comes down to it, if I could only stream to two of them, I'd rather it be Fish Tank and YouTube because, you know, Fish Tank, you guys have been very good to me. Thank you so much. But today, we're just going to be chilling, all right? It's not going to be anything too crazy, too hot, too heavy, or anything like that. But we will also be looking at cops getting their shit pushed in. We're gonna watch the police get absolutely fucked up by criminals and other things like that. Look, when it comes down to it, I've said some stuff about cops in the past. All right, I'm not some sort of like huge BLM supporter, but I'm also not some back the blue guy either. I think that there's a lot more to this. Hold on one sec. Oh boy. I gotta get a new chat widget for OBS. I'm still trying to get OBS to work, right? The chat widget that I have for OBS is just like it keeps crashing on me, so I gotta figure this shit out. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Hello, Charlie Andella. Hello, Auto Infanticide. How we doing today? You can hear me typing. You shouldn't be able to hear me typing. You shouldn't have been. Anyway, hold on one sec. Yeah, you shouldn't have been able to hear me typing. If you could hear me typing, that'd be pretty weird because I had my desktop audio. Oh, duh. It wouldn't be desktop audio that did that, huh? Weird. Anyway, regardless. All right, regardless. I was saying I'm not some like overly like anti-cop guy, right? However, when it comes down to it, I'm a libertarian. I'm a libertarian, god damn it. All right? Fuck the state. Taxation is theft. When it comes down to it, like, for one thing, I don't like seeing people who are bad at their job when their job, in general, nobody likes to see somebody who's bad at their job, but then in addition to that, I don't like to see people who are bad at their job when their job entails combat, you know? You have to be good at your job in terms of like the physical as well as the mental, and there's a lot of cops out there that are just absolutely terrible at it, and it's not just that they are like the types that they're going to get their asses beat or something like that, but they're also the types where they're going to pull their gun when really all they needed was a taser. They're the types where they're going to come at you at a 10 when the situation required a 4, you know? And that's something that when I see it, it's annoying. It's annoying to see, you know? You could hear me breathing heavily. Yes, I do. I do breathe pretty heavily, don't I? You know? I'll have to figure that out. You see, I'm still getting used to OBS. I wish that Fish Tank worked with Streamlabs. Like, if they got Fish Tank to work with Streamlabs, I'd switch right back to Streamlabs and I'd start doing my thing, you know, because Streamlabs was so easy to use. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I pinned my Streamlabs thing to the top, but if you donate to Streamlabs, chances are I'm not actually going to be able to see it. You know, so I wouldn't donate to Streamlabs if I was you, unless you're just like, oh, I like Scott, I want to give him some cash. I wouldn't donate that way if you want to do like a super chat or something like that. I'll just say that right out the gate. But yeah, I'm still trying to get all this stuff figured out. I apologize if it's a little bit weird. All right, I do like OBS overall, but you know, I gotta get it to work. I gotta get it to work for me. And right now, it just ain't working for me. I have somebody who they hit me up on Twitter and they're trying to help me out with it. I haven't read their messages yet. I don't have any time during the week. My week is just work, train, home. And again, when I say train, I don't even mean train myself. I mean train other people. You know, I get out of the gym and then I rush home. I scarf down dinner in like 20 minutes, and then I hop on here when I do have a stream. You know, that's what happened last night. But yeah, so again, I apologize if it's a little bit weird. All right, I want to make sure it's all good on Fish Tank too. Yes, we are all set. We are all set on Fish Tank. Somebody asked me what I do for work. I'm a spy. They call me 008 because I won up James Bond when it comes down to it. No, I just do a manual labor job, you know. I do a manual labor job and it sucks and I want to get out of it, which is part of the reason why I'm doing some of the stuff that I'm doing right now. Not talking about this specifically, but talking more about trying to get my shit together for training people and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, let's go ahead. I want to check something real quick. You see, you have to approve TTSs, which is a good thing. It's a good thing that you have to approve TTSs on here. All right, because multi-streaming to YouTube, I don't know if I want some of the stuff that's going through on Fish Tank to be on my shit, right? Yeah, it still is like, I'm like, oh no, what if I'm missing something? Autistic on Fish Tank says, Scott, fuck, marry, kill, Jacob, Greg, Chris. Fuck Jacob, marry Jacob, kill Jacob. I'm gonna do the toxic relationship run. I'm going for a toxic relationship run with Jacob is what I'm trying to do. Slowly deteriorates. What else is going on? I mean, I wasn't even really talking a ton in general. What's going on, Sid Beretta? How you doing, man? Nice, good. I've never been to fucking A, dude. Son of a bitch. I've never been to Maine. You know, I got to get to Maine, but I feel like it's probably just New Hampshire, like very similar to New Hampshire. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, you're the Mainer. You know, you're the Mainer here, so I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect, but yeah. So last night I did a stream with Taylor from PKA, and I had a really good time. I think Taylor had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. I did a pacifist run in AOE, and I did it almost flawlessly. But unfortunately, I think it was like the 4th or 5th game. I had to attack. All right, I had to. I couldn't avoid it. I couldn't avoid it anymore. I just had to. All right. No, but Taylor absolutely carried the fuck out of me last night. That was like, it was crazy the way he was carrying my ass. It was almost funny, you know. But yeah, thank you to him. Definitely want to have him back at some point. I think he'd be down, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, other than that, I will say I was planning a 24-hour stream this weekend, and I'm not going to be able to do that because there's just a few too many things that are going on for me. You know, I got something going on. I was thinking maybe start Friday night and then end Saturday night, and it just won't work. It just won't work. I got too many things going on. I got something going on Friday night and then Saturday morning. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe I can try and figure something out. Maybe I'll do like an extra long stream. It'll be like a Fish Tank exclusive, maybe. You see, because here's the thing. The way that I'm doing things right now is Sunday and Wednesday streams are going to be multi-streamed. Fish Tank and to YouTube. But then Friday, all right, is going to be the big day. It's going to be Fish Tank only. It's going to be a Fish Tank exclusive stream. That way we can do a bunch of stuff. I already have an idea. I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't think I'm going to do it this Friday. But I realized being on Fish Tank opens me up to be able to watch this with you guys. To be able to watch that masterpiece with you guys, all right? If you have not heard of that movie, it is a, I think, 70s blaxploitation film with a bunch of gay dudes. Like literally a bunch of gay black dudes got together and they made like a comedy sci-fi movie. And it's I'm not gonna tell you too much. I'm not gonna tell you too much, but I realized that we could probably get away with watching that on Fish Tank Live. So we'll end up watching that on the soon side. I'm really excited for Fish Tank exclusive streams specifically because there's no way in hell I'd be watching that on YouTube. that like it was made by black people, it was made by gay people, but the fact that I'm putting it on YouTube or I'm watching it, that would probably cause some kind of issue with the algorithm or something like that. Oh wow, it was made. Wait a second, that was made in 1992. I thought it was like the 70s. They made this in 92. I had no clue about that. That's wild. That's fucking wild. But yeah, it's fascinating. It's a fascinating movie. I'll say that much. All right, and we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna watch that at some point. Fish says that it can be watched on YouTube. Yeah, it can be watched on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that YouTube wants me watching it on my stream, and that's kind of the issue that I have, the issue that I'm running into. The issue that you run into every now and again with YouTube is like you'll have a movie, or not a movie, but you'll have a video that is like on YouTube. It's just there. It's on YouTube, and it's all good. Like there's no issues. Maybe they don't let it monetize, right? Maybe they don't monetize a video. Okay, fine, whatever. But it's on YouTube, no issues, nothing. And then you react to it, you watch it on your stream, and all of a sudden you're getting busted. You're popping. You're fucking getting popped. And it's just ridiculous. It's so annoying. Landscaping pretty dope. Watch your hands though. Yeah. Maybe I should get into maybe I should get into that. But yeah, I will do a 24-hour stream. I'm gonna try and do it as soon as I can, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna be soon, right? I gotta kind of plan that out, and I gotta plan it out in multiple ways. I don't just want to do a 24-hour stream where I'm just sitting here like that. I want to have activities. I want to have maybe guests. Call-in segment, etc., etc. Of course, it will be on. What will it be on? It will be a Fish Tank exclusive, right? So we can get away with certain things, but again, like during the vegan gains, thing, debate is what it is. During the vegan gains debate. I had a revelation that wow, I actually have freedom here, and that made me feel so good. That legit made me feel like, whoa, dude, wow, I don't have to self-censor, and I'm not someone who runs around saying awful things or crazy things or anything like that either. I'm not. It's not in me to be saying things to hurt people's feelings or to be upsetting and things like that. Largely what you see on here is what you get in real life, right? That's just kind of how it is for the most part. So it's the fact that I'm in the piss zone right now. I don't know how well you guys can see, but the fact that I have to sit here and self-censor as heavily as I do, it's what the hell is going on here? What is the problem? All right, whatever. I'll give it a second to see if it goes away. I also have to go get the video that we're going to be watching. Today, like I said, we're going to be watching some videos of cops being bad at their jobs. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Somebody sent me on Patreon. which I have a Patreon, $5 a month. As of late, I haven't had the time to do like tons and tons of videos for it, but I make sure to get at least a video or two out every month. It's usually me like talking about a topic. You know, just like on video. Obviously, it's usually me speaking about a topic that is you know, it's important to me, or it's just something that I know I can talk about. I have things to say about it, right? Sorry, I'm kind of tired right now again because I had a long fucking day, but yeah, Patreon, all right, $5 a month, you get videos. You want content you can't get on YouTube? Go there, all right. But one of my patrons sent me this a few days ago. Okay, actually, hold on. I just want to check. Seeing a vegan gains debate in 2024 was wild. Big ups. Thank you, Peach Boy Official. And you know what the funny thing is? He doesn't have it up on his channel. He took it down. And again, like I was saying certain words, right? I was using them in like a medical context too. You know, the word people mentally challenged and things like that, right? That word, the R word, oh, right? Again, like I have to self-censor and things like that just to be careful. Like he would probably say that I was like saying that, and because of that, he like, oh, I don't want to have it up or anything like that, but that's bullshit because he could go back in YouTube Editor and edit out all of them. I only said it like 5 times, you know. I do that with my streams when somebody says some shit that I know is like, ooh, that might not be good for the algorithm. Ooh, that might not be good for this or that. I go back and I edit it out. You know, he could easily do that, but I don't know. He doesn't do it for some reason. And I just think it's funny. I think it's legit probably because he realizes like, oh, this guy wasn't taking it serious. He wasn't taking me serious. He was treating it like it was a joke. And seeing as how he wants to be big, bad, Mr. Serious, vegan, logical fallacies, Redditor, debater guy, you know, that doesn't look good for him, you know? It doesn't look good for him when someone's like, what the hell are you saying, dude? You're fucking crazy talking like that. What? 100,000 years ago, alien invasion kills us all? Like, what are you saying, man? Like, that's not a good look for him when somebody's calling him out on what he's doing as opposed to trying to play his fucking game, you know? So I just thought that was funny, you know, is because like me, I didn't look stupendous or anything like that in that debate. The SFX and the TTS were playing in my ear, so they'd start playing and I'd be like laughing a little bit, you know, and I'd get tripped up and shit like that. But I have a feeling he's probably like, oh well, you know, he said the R word, so I can't have it. But really, he's thinking like, okay, like I look stupid having this guy on trying to debate him seriously while he's like, you're a fucking idiot, dude, you know. Charles streamed the Scott stream pipeline checking in, dude. I really gotta collab with Charles. I don't have the, like, legit, I don't have the mental capacity right now to think of ways to collab with people, you know? Like, I wanted to collab with Trish again, you know, and I still do, don't get me wrong. I want to collab with Haley. You know, she's busy, I'm busy. I want to collab with so many people on streams and stuff like that, and Charles is one of them, but, like, anytime I think, like, hey, maybe I should, you know, start putting thought into that, it's just my brain turns to mush. My brain turns to mush, and I'm just like, oh, man, I don't even know what to do, kid. I don't even fucking know what to do, kid. Oh, excuse me. Scott wants to collab with Haley and Trish. Well, yeah, obviously. They're both really cool. They're both a couple of cool cats. Hold on one sec. I'm tired of the yellow, so I'm gonna plug this bad Larry in. I gotta get my other light. Nah, fucking it. Alright, there we go. Now I'm super white. It's fucking super white in this shit. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead, alright? We're going to take a look at this video from police activity. It's 18 minutes long. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm trying to get to the... I'm trying to skip the screaming and shit like that, you know? Here we go. All right, so this is When Cops Were Defeated by Criminals. It's from the Police Activity YouTube channel. Give them a sub, guys, all right? We're shouting them out. We're giving them that shout-out, that coveted Scott Sullivan shout-out, okay? All right? This guy's career is going to be made now, all right? All 60 of you, because there's like 30 on YouTube and 30 on a fish tank, last I checked. All 60 of you guys are going to flood the channel, and the dude's going to be making that YouTube money. But anyway, we'll go ahead. Okay, let's I don't want to do too much I don't want to do too much of just like watching their video specifically, you know. I want to actually watch like the situation go down.
Make an appointment. I have to call him or something. Okay.
The officer attempted to contact someone for Sims to speak with, but that person was unavailable.
There's no one that will talk to you. No. Because
Yeah.
you're talking about some kind of manifestation. It's that, you know what that tells me? What? That you're mental. Say that shit again. You're mental.
You see, here's the first mistake. Oh. Now it's you have to leave now, sir. And you see, like, we're not even into the combat yet. I'm just gonna tell you like my issue with cops and the way that they operate is because they are protected by not only all of their weapons but also the fact that they have a gang behind them, which is of course the rest of their police force, and on top of that, the system protects them by giving you more time in prison for assaulting a cop than assaulting a regular person, right? A normie, if you will. Or as they call them, civilians. Civilians, as if cops are in the military. Yeah, good one. Like, they have this attitude about themselves where they think they're hard. They think they're mad tough. And because of that, they don't de-escalate situations. They usually escalate situations. If there's a situation where two people are arguing and a cop shows up, don't expect it to be de-escalated. Be surprised if it's de-escalated. Expect it to be escalated, but just in the favor of the police in that case. And this is just a classic case of a cop who's like, oh yeah, come say it in my face, I will. What are you gonna do about it, huh? He shouldn't have called the dude mental. That's just the way that it is. That's not okay, you know? Like, if this dude was having some kind of, like, severe psychotic breakdown or something like that, he needs help. He doesn't need Mr. Police Officer getting in his face. And I think it's funny that he walks up, and I think he expected him to basically have left by the time he got out there. Right, and then he'd go back, he'd sit his fat ass on the chair, and he'd be like, "Aha, yeah, you see what happened? Yeah, that guy ran." But no, the dude came right up to the door and he said, "Say it." And now he's saying, you have to leave now, sir. You have to leave now, sir. Sir, you have to leave now, sir. You have to leave now, sir. It's just pussy shit, you know. And I think the police should be fined and even imprisoned when they do shit like this. Like, I think this is a serious form of corruption, that because nobody dies from it typically, and because it just inconveniences people a lot of the time, as opposed to like puts them away for 40 years. Although, like I said, sometimes they escalate situations and then put the person away for however long. They should They should definitely like 100% like be punished severely and immediately for this kind of shit, you know?
Why? Leave. Make me leave.
Why?
Make me leave. Make you leave? Yeah. Say that shit again. You called me.
See, he doesn't want to back down.
You're mental.
Yep. Looks like his hands are around his neck. I don't think he's got his hands around his neck, actually. I think he just kind of knocked him over. Get off me. Did he help him up? I'm pretty sure he helped him up. Oh, you see? You see? Did he really just lose twice? He just lost twice. Yes, we can. Breathing harder than me before the stream. Ooh, big boy.
Were needed to take Sims into custody. After his arrest, police searched his car and found a loaded semi-automatic handgun and additional ammunition. Despite his concealed carry permit, the incident was reported for a permit review. Keyshawn Sims of Austintown faces charges of aggravated robbery and 2 counts of assaulting a police officer. His case will go before a Mahoning County.
You see, again, like, assaulting a police officer should not be a charge. Assault, maybe, but assaulting a police officer should not be a separate charge, you know? And again, like, this is a reason why you need, like, honestly, if you're not in shape as a cop, you need to be let go. Like, that's just the way it is. Like right now, I probably shouldn't be a cop. You know, I'm overweight to a degree that is, like, not good. You know, it's not good for my health. Fucking, there's just negative aspects of that. And the thing is, like, I'm still pretty agile for my size. I'm still, my cardio is still pretty good considering my size, right? But I still probably shouldn't be a cop. If I wanted to be a cop, I should probably lose some fucking weight and then keep the weight off, you know? The issue is, like, a lot of people, when it comes down to it, they think their job is supposed to be easy. And when their job isn't easy, they think that they don't get paid enough, or they just don't get enough appreciation and shit like that. But the reality is, like, who said being a cop had to be easy? It shouldn't be easy, if anything, you know? It's not... What, you're supposed to get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then on top of that, you just get to, like, sit around all day, and everybody just listens to you all the time. Like, no, like, your job is gonna have... Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the chat right here. Your job is going to have difficulties and things like that, you know? And something else that I wanted to say regarding police conduct in terms of, like, de-escalation and treatment of people and stuff like that is, if I was working at a convenience store, if I was working at a McDonald's and somebody came in and they were like, "Who made this fucking burger? Dude, this shit fucking sucks. You call yourself a fry cook, dude? You suck, bro. I fucking hate you. You should fucking kill yourself, dude. Fucking like, if somebody came in saying that shit to me, I would have to look them in the face and be like, you know, I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, you're right. That is a pretty awful burger, isn't it? I apologize. Don't you worry. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that right away, sir. I've literally been suspended from jobs. Not fired. I haven't been fired for this, but I got suspended from a job at a grocery store. Because a guy came in as we were closing. I told him, "Hey, I'm sorry, we're already closed." And he started talking shit to me. And I told him, like, "Hey, get out of here, leave. Like, go that way, dude." I wasn't like, "Get the fuck out of here, bitch." No, I was just like, "Yo, go that way. Leave. Go. Get out of here," you know? And I got suspended for that. I got in trouble for that. So why do the cops get to call people mental? Why do the cops get to escalate situations? You know, like, regardless of what that guy did, because he did initiate the violence and shit like that. Regardless of what that guy did, like, fucking, that cop should be fired. He should be fired and probably charged, genuinely. You know, the cops shouldn't be having the cops shouldn't be having preferable treatment in our justice system, you know? Cops shouldn't be showing up to traffic court in their fucking uniforms to like try and sway the magistrate, right? Cops shouldn't be you know, assaulting a cop shouldn't be a trumped up charge. It should be a simple assault charge, one that you or I would get, or one that somebody who assaulted you or I would get. It's, if anything, they should be treated worse by the system, you know. But of course, they're extensions of the system, so they're gonna treat them real nice. They're gonna treat them real nice, you know. I can see Scott as a South Boston cop. Dude, I considered becoming a cop, and I realized I'd be a very bad cop because good cops, quote-unquote good cops, when they pull somebody over and they ask, hey, can I search a vehicle? And the person says no, they go, oh, why not? You're not hiding anything, are you? If you're not hiding anything, just let me search your vehicle. Let me search your vehicle real quick. You'll be on your way. If you got nothing to hide, you ain't got nothing to worry about, right? That's what a quote-unquote good cop does. A bad cop, a cop that would be very unpopular in the force, in his department, would pull somebody over, say, hey, can I search your vehicle? And they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, all right, here you go. Here's your license. Be on your way. You know? I'm not a scumbag. I'm not a punk. So I'm not going to use my authority. I'm not going to use that shit to try and intimidate people into letting me do shit, you know? Or the classic, I'm going to search your vehicle. Is that okay? You know, that type of bullshit, you know? It's fucking ridiculous, you know? The cop ate dinner twice. He goes to Wendy's before he eats at home. It was something else, really? Yes, I'm sure, you know? Foxrod says, you need insulating blubber to protect from knife wounds. That's true. He's actually a good cop, a very good cop. All right. So. Okay, so let's, Jose Guzman. And again, like, I watched the first one and I watched the second one. I didn't watch any of the other ones in this video. All right, and hopefully they're not going to all be like blurred out like a motherfucker. Hopefully it was just that first one. Obviously that first one, when it comes down to it, that guy needed to lose weight and do a little bit of jiu-jitsu. All right, but this one I watched, and you're going to see it's a very similar situation.
Entered the lobby of the Harbor Community Police Station. The event that took place was incredibly unusual, to say the least. The desk officer had a verbal confrontation with Guzman. The argument grew increasingly heated, prompting Guzman to step outside in an attempt to cool off. However, the desk officer followed him and continued trying to engage in conversation.
And you see, that's how they escalate, because the police ego, right? They're taught to be this way too. The police ego says, no, the situation is not over until I say it's over. He has to talk to me until I say he doesn't have to talk to me. And he doesn't get to talk to me how I get to talk to him, right? Those are three things that they're built into the cop psyche, you know? And because of this, even though that cop had no reason to arrest this guy, and you know he didn't have a reason to arrest him, Mr. Guzman, because if a cop has a reason to arrest you, they arrest you 100% of the time. They do it every time. Fucking, this cop, when Guzman is trying to walk away and be the bigger man, which again, this cop should be, not entitled, obligated to be. This cop should be obligated to be the bigger man. This cop decides he's gonna fucking follow him, you know. I like that. Wow. See, I'm pretty sure he's reaching for the gun.
With the officer for his gun, eventually managing to remove it from the officer's holster and gain control of it. As he managed to seize the gun and overpower the officer, he began to stand up. However, the situation was far from over, as he planned to do something even worse with the stolen gun. As Guzman began to retreat towards the front door, the off-duty assistant watch commander responded to the front lobby to the injured officer.
Injured? He's not injured. Like, you know, nobody wants to be in a gunfight. I'm not saying I'd react any better, but there's just something hilarious about the revelation. It's like, what is she doing? What is she doing right now? There's so many other places she could hide. See, this is what happens when the B team gets put in. You know, when second string, third string. You know, these are the third string offensive line right here. You know.
Turned fire, but Guzman was not hit and fled the station in his vehicle. Responding officers spotted Guzman's car and quickly initiated a pursuit.
That fuck right there was like, damn, we fucked up. That was a damn, we fucked up fuck. Seems like you want suicide by cop. Seemed like that's what he wanted, but he kind of was like half-hearted about it. Yes. Blurring out the brutality. Blurring out the police brutality.
Jose Guzman has been held in jail since the incident, with bail set at
Okay, so we're going to go back, right? Now,
with the officer with his gun. Often he turned and walked back.
so this is a like people talk about grappling is you know, it's not good because there could be you're not supposed to fuck him. I'll turn that up a little bit, but what's being said in the video is not that important. All right, I'll turn it up a little bit, but if you're that focused on the audio, you're kind of missing the forest for the trees here. Fucking, like when it comes down to it, this is why you need grappling, because this dude right here, like,
he then engaged the officer in a physical.
He threw a punch right there. Okay, let's go ahead.
Heated, prompting Guzman to step and get back inside.
So,
engage in conversation. Guzman
it's
suddenly
coming up.
turned.
All right, so he walks through the door. He should have set a line, right? And you can do this like if you're trained, you can do this in a split second. He should have set a line. Okay, this dude coming towards me like this. We can't see everything. I'd say probably about here is where the line would be, right? If I had to go based off of this right here, what we can see in this picture, this would be the line. If he crossed that line, right, this paper on the wall, walking the way that he did, saying whatever it was that he was saying, I would have went forward and I would have taken him down. If this guy actually knew what he was doing, he would have been able to do that himself. And I know that I would have done that because I've done that multiple times. I've been in, I want to say like 2 or 3 altercations in the last 10 years of my life. Maybe 4, maybe 5, but I've been in a few, all right? None of them were extended situations like this. None of them got past a punch being thrown. That's it. Because I either threw a punch and then whatever happened, you know, it didn't escalate further from there. If anything, it de-escalated because somebody got hit and they were like, oh shit, like, all right, I think I better go. Or what I would do most of the time, and what I would highly recommend people to do if the situation calls for it, is exactly what I was saying this guy should have done right here. It makes it so much easier if you can just close distance, go for underhooks before this guy even knows what's going on, and hit some kind of trip or a reap or just some other takedown. It makes it so much easier for you to not get fucked up in the way this guy did. And of course, He doesn't. Just like the last guy, right? The last guy didn't have his gun taken, but that's only because I think the dude last time, his name was Keyshawn or something like that. He like the Keyshawn guy just didn't want to take the first dude's gun, right? This guy right here. We're gonna see if we can get to a point where his gun was taken out. We're not finding it. We're not finding it very easy. Hold on. Of course, right? You're gonna see. There's Fat Boy's gun right there, right? There's the gun. Pulling his gun in that situation was a terrible idea because it was so close quarters, and he was already being put on his ass. All right. You don't want to pull a gun when somebody is that close because unless you are absolutely positively, honestly lucky, right? Unless you're lucky, chances are this is what's going to happen, right? You have some dudes, they drill certain situations and stuff like that. It's good for those guys. This guy, I don't think he drills. I don't think he drills like that. So for one thing, it's good to drill with a firearm, right? If you have a firearm. But it's also good to know when the appropriate time to pull a firearm is. And that's, again, what I'm trying to highlight here is it's just bad weapon retention on both of these cops that we've been looking at because both of them are complete fucking idiots. They're complete fucking fools, you know? But with that said, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, and again, I made a slight joke talking about they blurred out the police brutality. I kind of mean that in jest, but I also kind of don't because if you know how to control somebody on the ground, you don't need to start raining punches down on them, right? The dude was walking with a gun in his hand. I understand that he is considered to be a threat, but you were able to run up to him without having to shoot him. Put him on the ground without having to shoot him, and now you have to start raining blows down on him? No, like, just grab his fucking... Get wrist control. Get wrist control. That's what you need, is wrist control. But these guys don't, like... Even though they think they know what wrist control is, they don't actually know what it is. Because to them, wrist control is like, oh, I'm gonna bend the wrist, and I'm gonna do some weird fucking chop-socky bullshit that I was taught in the police academy. You know, it's just so stupid, you know? It's dumb as hell. Anyway. Scott, how often do people catch you in the windpipe in MMA? Is it a big deal? Not very often. In fact, I've only seen one person get punched in the neck throughout my entire time watching and participating in combat sports. It was this kickboxer, this Asian dude. He ended up throwing a right hook, and he landed like here on the dude's throat. So not technically on the trachea, but he landed on the neck. And for one thing, it's really hard to punch somebody in the neck, right? Because you have the chin right here, and then also it's not like that big of a target, you know? In addition to that, even people who have their hands kind of low, they tend to have them here. And then on top of that, if you're doing it right, you're tucking your chin so that your chin and everything else is a little bit more protected, including the neck. So you're here, right? So yeah, there's that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go to the next one. What?
25-year-old Lance.
If convicted, he could receive a life sentence. Okay, for what? For what? Did he actually shoot at the cops? I don't know if he did. But anyway, so this next one is it actually was in the beginning. There's going to be a little bit of screaming here, so just be aware of that. That's why I have it low, is because for one thing, the police activity audio isn't like we don't need police activities narration of what's going on. We can see it. And then in addition to that, there's a lot of screaming and loud noises. But I turned it up a little bit.
A Brooklyn Park police officer
Help, he's trying to get my gun. Nice.
Complaint when he encountered 25-year-old
Lance. Hold on. When he.
His life. A Brooklyn Park
When
police
he-
officer was responding to a loud noise complaint when he encountered 25-year-old Lance Carr. Little did he know the kind of person he had encountered.
Oh, interesting. Huh. I wonder if this guy's trained at all, because there was a couple of movements there that I saw that were, like, really interesting to me.
Carr overpowered the officer, turning it into a fight for his life as he reached for...
You see, like, imagine you're a cop. Your whole thing is, like, people are supposed to feel protected by me. They're supposed to feel like when I'm around, they can depend on me to protect them. And I am not going to let bad people do bad things. And this is what you're reduced to when somebody swings on you. Not when somebody, like, is in the middle of stabbing you. Not when someone is, like, pointing a gun at your head and you're trying to call attention to what's going on. No. Some guy swings on you and then you get into a wrestling match with him. And this is what you're reduced to is, help! Help! Oh! What do you... Quit. Quit your job. Quit. Fucking quit your job, dude. Don't come back. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be a cop. All right? Not that being a cop is some kind of privilege. Like I said, I don't worship the police or anything like that, but it's like considering the fact that your job requires you to be good at this, and this is what you have been reduced to. As I said, get out. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But let's continue.
For the officer's gun. The officer called for backup, but help was nowhere in sight.
He literally called for backup. Help! Oh, okay. So that's a female in the background. Okay. Still though.
Neighbors were
Yes, women doing what they do best in these situations, screaming loud and not actually helping.
screaming for help and called 911 for police backup.
Yeah. Rear naked choke.
Officer, despite managing to fire
This guy has a
his gun,
little bit of
the
training, I
officer
feel
missed
like.
Carr and then ejected the magazine, rendering the gun unable to fire additional rounds. Carr continued punching and strangling the officer for another 3 minutes before they could hear the sound of the police siren.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at this guy because there's a couple of things where I'm like, I feel like he is, literally have to peel him off. Literally have to peel him off. And again, like, that's the funny thing. That was another funny thing about the first one that we saw, is, like, these guys, they get their asses beat, and then as soon as there's a second, a half a second, where the other guy is like, all right, okay, I'm going to let you up, they immediately pounce. It's just so funny to see, you know? It's like watching a child. It's like if you've ever play fought with a child, you know? And, like, you pick them up and you pin them to the ground, and you're like, it's all jokes, haha. He's laughing, you're laughing, and then you let him up, and then he gets up and he starts trying to attack you again. Like, that's what it is. That's what it's like with these guys. Take a rest, pal. Take a rest, all right? Go warm the bench for a little bit, all right? The real cops are here. The fucking real cops are here, all right? Even then, I'm using that term loosely. Those guys would probably be in the same situation, all right? Fucking, but, like, take it easy, bro. Take it easy, all right? You've done enough. You've done enough. Oh, right now. Yeah, he's gonna listen to you, guy. Right now, mister. Right now, mister. Get your hands behind your back right now, mister. He really just fell over.
Officer Sean Hyman collapsed following the struggle and was taken away on a stretcher. He missed about 2 weeks of work while recovering from his injuries. Lance Carr was convicted of first-degree assault and sentenced to
10 years in prison. You see, again, 10 years in prison. Who do you know that would get 10 years in prison for doing that to a regular person? Like really, you know? All right, so I wanna take a look at this guy again, right? Because I think he might have been trained a little bit. I think he might have been trained. Okay.
Police officer
So
was
here he is.
to a loud noise complaint when he encountered 25-year-old Lance Carr. Little did he know the kind of person he had encountered.
So that was a good duck. All right. Now here we're kind of in like a bit of a headlock position. I don't know if that was purposeful. They just kind of went down. There was just something about the way that he moves, even though you can't see anything. It didn't look haphazard, and it didn't look like he didn't know what he was doing. Like, am I saying 100% he's trained? I don't know. Right? I don't know. But, like, let's see. So, he goes down, and it looks like he was going to end up on bottom. But he ends up on top. Right? And bang, here. This is a moment where I was like, oh, interesting. He's got an underhook. People typically don't just have underhooks like that, right? It's like the way he is. He's got his chin to the shoulder. He's got an underhook right here. I think this guy is trained. And then in addition to that, we also see a rear naked choke. Let's see another takedown, right? Bang. Yeah, I don't know. He might have ended up hitting a trip there. That might have been a trip. Let's go ahead. We can't really see very well, but again, like that's the kind of move that I would hit if I ended up in underhooks with somebody, right? I was talking about the last guy. If somebody's walking towards you, one of the best things you can do is close distance on them before they square up with you, right? Because you're catching them by surprise and their weight is moving towards you. So it's going to be hard for them to stop their weight moving towards you and then move it back or to the side or anything like that, right? And like that's exactly what I'm talking about when I say like hit a takedown from the underhook position is hit a trip, you know, make them trip over your leg. But this was so long. This was so long they had to speed it up. They're still speeding it up. I want to get that.
As he reached for the officer's gun, the officer called for backup, but help was nowhere in sight.
Yeah. All right. Screaming female.
Stop Carr from choking the officer.
Yeah.
Despite managing to fire his gun, police backup, but that.
You see, and it's not a good rear naked choke, right? It's not a good rear naked choke, but it's a rear naked choke. And, I mean, look, a lot of people watch the UFC nowadays when it comes down to it. But, like, I don't know. Like, everything I've seen from this guy, I feel like he's probably trained a little bit, you know? And the reason it's a bad rear naked choke is because you can see his hand is on top of the head. If somebody rear naked chokes you and their hand is on top of the head, you take that hand and you peel it off. And that's going to alleviate the choke very, very well. You're still going to have an arm across your throat, but it's not going to be as easy for them to finish the choke, right? What you want is to take the hand and put it behind the head, all right? You have some people, they prefer to just go back of the hand and they push through and then they turn. Me personally, I prefer to go behind the head. You know, I'm sitting here behind the head, right? Behind the head, take my cheek, put it to the back of my head, and then I squeeze with everything. The back of my head. Take my cheek, put it to the back of my hand, and then I squeeze with everything. You know, that added leverage of the head pushing in just makes it suck more, you know? You know, that I prefer that because even if somebody gets their chin in, right? Somebody gets their chin in here, when you're squeezing like that, it can really, really suck. It can really, really suck, and somebody might end up tapping anyway. But Yeah, so this is what happens when a cop runs into somebody who has like 6 months of jiu-jitsu training, if that. If that, you know? This kid probably trained when he was like 14. You know, he probably trained when he was 14, because that's what happens is people, they train for like a couple of years when they're like 11, 12, 13, and then they carry like mediocre jiu-jitsu with them throughout their entire life. And whenever they get into some kind of scrap, they use it, you know? It wouldn't surprise me if that's the case with this guy, you know? Trying to... yes. So, the Loyalty Inn. The Loyalty Inn. Interesting. Resisting? That's a strangling. Officer Fudge out here eating dessert before dinner. Exactly. You know? Strangle? Yeah. I noticed that too, Peach Boy Official. He said strangled for 3 minutes. Yeah, no. Probably not, you know. Found the video of the guy on the ATV overpowering 2 cops trying to pull him down at a gas station. If you want to send that to me in like Discord or on Twitter or something like that, feel free. I can try to find it after this, you know, because there's other videos we can watch after this too. Excuse me.
Officers from the Tallahassee Police Department were called to the Loyalty Inn on North Monroe Street due to a trespassing incident involving Willis Adams. What they stumbled upon next was the last thing they expected.
That's what I expected this guy to be named, is Willis. That's exactly what I expected this guy to be named. All right,
Mr. Adams. They want you to be issued a trespass warning, so that means you gotta. I got you. They already refunded you. I made sure they did that.
How they refund me?
To your card. So here
my
you go.
card. How they refund me?
Here you go.
And where's that?
He's printing it out for me right now.
Check this room up.
Check this out for me.
I got shit. I'll
Listen
leave
to
in
me.
a minute. Look.
You gotta leave. You got stuff. You got stuff up in the room. Do you have stuff in the room?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of shit in my room.
Okay, so we need to go up there and clear it out, because you gotta go. Boss man.
Listen, you're not listening to me, because I'm not leaving the
Boss
place.
man.
My name is on the property.
What you're gonna do is leave, or you're gonna go to jail for trespassing.
The officers told Adams to leave and that he would be arrested if he came back. However, he returned to the hotel about 2 hours later and was spotted by one of the officers who was still on the scene.
Go ahead, talk to him. Go ahead, put your hands on me.
what was a cop doing there for 2 hours?
Here, I'm on the phone with him.
Who are you on the phone with?
No, what?
You on the phone with?
Right, grab me, bro.
Hey, man.
Bust your fucking ass, man. Come on over here. Go ahead, follow me. Follow me, man. Follow me. Come on. Keep going with it, bro. 911, buddy.
Hey, man.
Get your ass out my face,
What I
bro.
tell you, man?
Hit me with
What
that
I tell
taser.
you?
You remember that
Hit me with
time
that fucking
Get on the
taser.
ground, man. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Bro, hit me with that fucking taser for no reason, bro.
Get on the ground,
Hit me
bro.
with that
Get on the
taser.
ground.
Man, he's about to hit me with a taser for no reason. Bro, get off my
Dispatch, give me
fucking
track
ass.
for a second.
Bro,
Hey, man.
You call it the cops
bro, I'm
on the
fucking
cops.
bitch.
Oh.
You a pussy, dog. Show me, bitch. You hit me with a taser, dog.
Dispatch, give me traffic.
Get back. Bitch, you beat me for nothing. Get off me.
Hey, man.
Bro, I will hurt you.
Put your fucking hands.
I will hurt you. Bro.
Whoa, you going... Hold on. Hold on. What the hell's going on here? I can't tell if he's trying to shoot in for a takedown or if... Oh, shit,
Officer then
sprawl.
drew his firearm.
Yo, he sprawled out on him. Yo, we keep getting dudes that are trained. So I don't know what the deal is, right? Given the fact that this dude just sprawled out, and the fact that this cop doesn't actually know how to shoot in for a double or a single leg, he doesn't know what to actually attack on the leg. I'm gonna guess that this cop is not trained. I thought he shot in. I thought he changed levels and tried taking him out by the legs, right? But I think what probably, no joke, happened is this dude right here, he probably hit him with a snap down, which a snap down is when you take somebody's head, and you snap it down like that. And they end up there, right? And you can use it to set up takedowns, and you can use it as a takedown in and of itself, right? I have a feeling that's probably what happened with this cop. Either that or he just fell. But again, given the fact that there's what is like clearly a sprawl, that is like easily identified as a sprawl, and yep.
The officer then drew his firearm, and a struggle ensued over it. During the struggle, the firearm discharged, hitting the officer in the hand.
Oh, good one.
Bro. Quit.
Hey, get this.
Quit. I'm on the phone call the dispatch for nothing.
Dispatch, he's got my gun. He's got my gun. I'm shot. I'm shot.
Adams, armed with the officer's handgun,
He's got my
was
gun,
intercepted
I'm
by
shot.
another
You shot
officer
yourself.
And allegedly reached for their gun. He was eventually arrested with additional officers' help and charged with attempted homicide.
He just wanted to. He just wanted to collect guns. He was just starting a gun collection. And again, attempted homicide of a police officer. Where?
Side of a police officer. The next case involved
You notice that's the only charge too,
intercepted by another officer with
right? That's the only charge that he was that's the only charge that he was charged with. Where? The cop shot himself. That's his fault. Fucking yeah, he fought the cop. All right, fine. He didn't from the sound of it, I would assume there would be further body cam footage. From the sound of it, he didn't try and kill the second cop that apprehended him. What the hell is going on here? But again, it's because it's because of the cops. It's because the cops that we aren't overrun with criminals. It's like, I don't know about that.
Of a police officer. The next case involves a deadly standoff between a SWAT team and a suspect.
Ted's hit! Ted's hit! Justin, I got you.
A SWAT team. A fucking SWAT team. Just the concept of SWAT teams is hilarious to me because it's like it's not what you think it is. It's literally just regular cops who were taught how to clear a room, how to slice the pie, and things like that. Literally, I trained for years with this one cop. He's an instructor, and he told me a lot of guys just really want to get their operator tab. It's that they're regular cops go through SWAT training. You don't have to be. It's not something where it's like I served 3 tours in Afghanistan. I was in Desert Storm, and then I joined the Navy SEALs. And then I came home and I decided I was going to be a cop. And they said they had this SWAT thing, so I figured I'd join up. That's not what it is. Fucking, it's just hilarious to see. A SWAT team? Yeah, I'm sure this is going to go well.
I got you. Go get him.
On June 12th, 2024,
Oh, wow.
county sheriff deputies responded
couple
to
months
a call
ago.
from a mother saying her son was in a home on Wild Rice Lane in Dixon, threatening to kill himself and others. Hostage negotiators made over 50 unanswered calls, starting at 10:40 a.m. A SWAT team then attempted contact, and officers entered the home around noon.
Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher, golf cart, garage door.
It's up here. Step it up. Wait. Ted. Let me out.
Hold up. All right. Watch this.
Wait. Ted. Let me out.
Fucking. All right, we're going. No, wait. No, wait. Flashbang. Fucking. I'm not some operator guy, right? I'm not. My thing isn't tactics, gunfighting, stuff like that. I don't know anything about it. It was probably clear when I was doing the cage thing, right? That was part of the joke, is that I was teaching Taylor mostly wrong. There are some things that I was taught by a buddy of mine who was military, right? And he took me shooting once, and he was like, "Oh yeah, here's how you do this, here's how you do that." But it's like shit you could learn on YouTube, It's not like he taught me anything extra super special, right? But it's just hilarious to see the haphazardness. And again, it goes to what I was saying about SWAT. Fucking these guys are supposed to be an elite, special, counter whatever unit. Oh, dude, they're the best of the best. You got, dude. You have to have 20 confirmed kills minimum. You have to hike 400 miles in a day. You gotta jack off 3 times in 10 minutes. This is what happens. This is the reality. This is the reality.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Take it.
Shots fired!
One of their guys taken out by a fucking teenager.
Ted's hit! Justin, I got you! Justin, I got you! I got you! Go get him!
No, no.
Get him, get him.
Justin, I got you. Hey, guy, go get him.
Pull! It's
Yeah.
Sam, back! Get up! Jesus, he's inside?
Upon entering the house,
Man.
deputies came under fire from inside. Gunfire struck 3 officers and the suspect, leaving 1 deputy seriously injured.
Here. Got it.
Like, obviously, I don't want anyone to be hurt, right? Oh! That's how you know they brought the A-team right here. That's how they brought the A-team, boys. They brought the fucking A-team here. You know that dude inside. I heard he was a Green SEAL. He was in the Green SEAL Air Service. You know that's why 3 of their guys ended up getting bopped, is because here's SWAT. Here's the Green SEALs Air Service. It's just one step above. That guy is just a pro gunfighter. That's just what he was born. He was born and raised to be a gunfighter. And that's why the A-team over here is getting fucked up. And I was saying, like, I don't want to see anyone get hurt. I hope everybody survived. I hope everybody's all right. But again, it's just, what is going on here, you know? Oh, we're SWAT. We're the best of the best.
Got it. No, here. The front. I don't feel it.
I need to check your left side. I want you to go to your back. Okay?
Here. Is this okay or no? I don't know. Emily?
Yeah.
Is this okay or no?
He's not gonna be able to. If you can't breathe, Jay, go to your side. I can breathe.
Okay. Stay right there for me, please.
I'm not moving.
If you can't breathe, Jay, go to your side. No, you move him to the
Stay
side.
right there for me.
He's the patient.
Go on my side.
Okay, go on the side. Come towards me. Come towards me. Okay.
2 of the 3 deputies who were shot were treated and released, while the 3rd deputy was flown to...
It's just funny. Like I had a few weeks ago, somebody dislocated their knee in class, and it was the weirdest thing. It wasn't anything crazy. We were doing slap outs and then technical stand-ups. So literally falling down and then standing back up. And he just stepped wrong. And his knee popped out of its socket. And honestly, he was very lucky because nothing tore or anything like that. Nothing broke, nothing tore. It just, he needed to pop his knee back in. He watches my channel, you know, shout out if you're watching, dude. Sorry, I have a strict don't acknowledge my students rule for this channel, because I don't want people knowing who my students are and who aren't. But anyway, like it was just crazy. Like, imagine he dislocates his knee. He's in so much fucking pain. He was literally about to cry. That's how much pain he was in, and I don't blame him. Imagine if I was just like, oh, you got to get on your side, dude. You got to get on your side, bro. Dude, if it hurts that much, you got to get on your side. No, he was already on his side, and he couldn't move anywhere else. So I sat here. Here's him laying on his side. I sat here so that he could lean on me, right? Like, that's what you have to do with it. It's just, everything about this was just fucking crazy. It's just crazy
St.
dumb.
Anthony's Hospital in Rockford and underwent surgery. The suspect was also hospitalized locally and underwent surgery. However, the next case was very different, where a female officer found herself losing consciousness.
Take a seat.
I can get my thing out there.
I'm gonna get it. Take a seat.
I can get my thing out there,
On Sunday, November 18th, 2018,
Yeah, it's a few days
just
after my
3
birthday.
p.m., the manager of a Dollar Tree on Chef Mentor Highway identified Ishianti Jackson as a shoplifter. The manager informed the police that Jackson had stolen items from the store, prompting the officers to pursue her.
Ma'am, did you take that bag from Dollar Tree?
Yo, she is shaking.
Got a receipt for that stuff?
This comes from, what's it called? This comes from Logistics. I had a bag in my, what's it called?
Okay.
How much you think that weave costs?
Put the stuff on the hood.
She's stealing from Dollar Tree. How much do you think that weave costs?
Just put everything on the hood. Just put everything on the hood. No. Put the bag on the hood. Okay. Put everything on the hood. The purse, phone, everything like that. Put everything. Drop it. Place your hands behind your back. Place your hands behind your back. Place your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, let me get my phone first.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Two people.
Officers successfully apprehended her, but they encountered an unexpected situation when attempting to transport her.
Really? What, she have a handcuff key? Or is it...
Hey, it's gonna come over with you. Oh, right here. Right here. Yeah. What? So right here. Take a seat.
I can get my thing out there.
I'm gonna get it. Take a seat.
I can get my thing out there, man.
I can get my thing out there. Oh boy. How'd she get out of the cuffs is what I want to know.
Get down on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. 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 Give me.
It's kind of hard to see what's going on here. Like, how the fuck did she get out of her cuffs?
797. Can you send another unit over here?
I'm confused.
Give me your hands. Give me your hand.
See, they say ask, tell, make. You know?
Okay. Let go. Let go over. Elliot, you good? Elliot, are you good?
During the pursuit of Jackson, the female officer fell, hit her head, and briefly lost consciousness.
Oh. That's what happened. Oh. 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 Man.
You're good. She said she can't move legs. She's code 4 in the back of the car. By you.
Oh, man.
Hey, her magazine busted open.
Stay.
Is it like it's what's even the point of this? It's not she wasn't defeated by a criminal. She was defeated by her fucking bootlaces. She was defeated by a small lip on the pavement. Fucking like why tell us what happened.
Jackson was eventually arrested, but continued to resist, kicking officers as they placed her in the patrol car. The injured officer was taken to the hospital. Ishianti Jackson was charged with shoplifting, resisting an officer, and injuring an officer during her escape attempt. She received a $10,000 bond and remained in jail on a probation hold. If you enjoy...
Yeah, that was like... There we go. Yeah, that last one was just like a really strange one. You know, that was very strange. You know, I wouldn't say the criminal defeated the cop there. I'd say the cop was defeated by their lack of coordination. You know, she's probably faking a lot of it for attention. Honestly, like on one hand, traumatic brain injuries are not something to fuck with, but also, like, yeah, they're, like, I don't know. I might do the same thing. I might be so embarrassed. I might be like, oh, I can't move my legs. Oh, no, it's serious. I didn't just make an ass of myself. I really hurt myself. Don't laugh at me, guys. I'm really hurt. I need an ambulance. Like, I don't know. I might do that. I might pull that shit, too. You know? You never know. You never know. One sec, I'm just checking something out here. Huh. All right, there we go. So, somebody asked me about two cops on an ATV, like. Yeah. So this was a request, I suppose. Oh, wait a second. Fucking. That's copyrighted. So, I don't know how big this dude is. I don't know if this dude is really that big or if those cops are just that small, but they don't understand leverage enough as to where they're going to actually be able to stop this guy. You know, they need to, like, this guy has the best idea out of both of them. They need to attack the legs. If anything, what he should be doing, though, is instead of just holding on to one leg, he should wrap both legs up so that his legs are together like that and they have no actual leverage. Then this guy right here can try attacking the arms, you know? But instead, as you can see, it ain't quite working out. I don't think these are female cops, but then again, I don't know. Good one, guys. Good one, guys. Good one, guys. Congratulations. Again, quit your jobs. Quit your fucking jobs. It's insane, you know? I saw one of some cops trying to stop an ATV guy, and then they ended up being caught on fire somehow. It was crazy. Damn, that's crazy, Dookie Post. Wow. That's wild. Turn on your local police scanner. That'll just make me sad. That'll just make me sad, you know? Yeah, Pieface64, again, with a very good point. How did she get charged with injuring an officer? She injured herself. Well, you see, that's the way they get you. Is if you oh man, I'm sweating a little bit. I don't like having my AC on when I do these because I'm like, what if you can hear it in the background? Oh man, that's the way they get you. You know, it's also that like there's that, right, where a cop like trips and falls getting out of the police car to come and arrest you, and now you're charged with assaulting a cop. There's if a cop dog bites you and in fear of your life you start trying to punch the dog or just attack the dog in some way to keep it from hurting you in a severe way, you get charged with assaulting a cop. And then there was another example of just like the weird bullshit that happens. Yeah. Also, a cop like puts hands on you illegally, and you out of like reflex, you're just like, whoa, hey, dude, what are you doing? Fucking, and all of a sudden you're getting arrested. You know, there's too much politics in policing. Policing wasn't supposed to be political. And unfortunately, it kind of always has been, because there's always been someone who has to sign the checks. There's always someone who hands out the salt, right? That's just the way that it is. And because of that, whoever signs the checks is gonna have not a say, but they're gonna have their own little wants, if you will, their own little things that they're gonna want to be done and to have done and stuff like that. And that's just the way that it's gonna be. But the idea, like, we weren't supposed to have police in the way that we do now. You know, and I don't just mean militarized police. I mean like a police force that has the rights and the powers that it does. We were never supposed to have that, fucking. But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Scott, when are you converting to Super Judaism, dude? What do you mean converting? I was born this way, man. I was born this way. What's going on, Lexi? How you doing? Rapper Haitians for my fallen sisters. Oh. Rapper Haitians for my fallen sisters. I identify as chief of police, sirs. Just checking some shit out here. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play some AoE. Alright? I'm gonna play some AoE to close this stream up. We're gonna play a game and we're gonna win, damn it. We're gonna win. We're gonna play and we're gonna win. Yeah, it's been about an hour and a half, so by the time we're done with that game, it should be good. I can't stand when people hit up my Facebook shit, because I have a Facebook page dedicated to like my gym has a Facebook page and shit like that, and all I get now is Pakistani gi makers and shit like that. Shit's dumb. Oh, yeah, let's check something real quick. Whoa, oh, fuck, I just logged out by mistake. I logged out of Fish Tank on my phone. I was trying to check to see if there was any TTSs or anything like that, just to make sure. Yeah, no, we are golden. Alright. We going with the Rootin' Tootins. Alright, yeah, we're good. We're good. I'll turn it up a little bit more. Oh, you know what it is? I can actually turn that up more. I turned down the music in my shit, that way you guys could hear Taylor yesterday. I hate waiting. I hate waiting, damn it. Tobuscus and Notch responded to Letty. I know Tobuscus did, because Tobuscus is around. Like, Tobuscus followed me, and I was thinking of hitting him up to see if he wanted to collab on a Fish Tank stream. That's another thing that I was thinking about. But, again, like, I don't have the time or the energy to be thinking about, like, oh, what could me and Tobuscus do? What could me and Toby Turner do? We could react to the times he said the N-word. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to figure it out, though. Either way. 130? I want my money back. It said estimated 130. It's 135 now. Thank you, Peach Boy Official, for the $5. Great Wednesday stream. Big ups, Big Scott. Double thank you. Double thank you for the compliment, sir. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad I added Wednesdays, because it's a long stretch. If I'm going to be mainly doing streams as opposed to video creation and stuff like that, it's a long stretch to be like Sunday to Friday. So I'm glad that I did Wednesday streams. And if I do get to the point where I can be independent from my job, I'll definitely add more. I will most certainly add more, Bang. Oh, fuck. Right next to my gold, son of a bitch. Lexi DW said, Scott, the other day you said judo is a party trick. Actually, Sam called it a party trick. You called it a party trick because lots of the time you end up under the person you threw, but that's only true in the context of sport. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a party trick necessarily. Like, judo is good, and if you like judo, you should do it. I'd love to do judo. If I could do judo, I'd definitely do it. There's just, I don't know anybody who does it. I don't know anybody who does judo, right? Really cool. Really cool. I like it a lot. But, yeah, like, when it comes to judo, specifically the Olympic version, if you want to call it that, the Olympic rule set, I suppose. It doesn't really prioritize what would actually work in a real fight, right? It prioritizes what is a point-scoring move in their sport. And I say this because even though slamming definitely does work in a fight, and if I had to if I had the opportunity to slam somebody in a fight, I would, including on concrete. There's so many fights that you can see where somebody gets slammed, and slammed hard, but it doesn't end the fight. They get slammed, and then they immediately go back to trying to fight. Slamming is effective, but it's not as effective as you think it is. In fact, nothing in fighting is nearly as effective as you think it is, you know? That's something that a lot of martial arts coaches have a habit of doing, is overselling the effectiveness of their technique, even if their technique is good, you know? That was happening with the guy who, that happened with the guy who was teaching me Muay Thai for a long time. And it's not that he actually was, like, a bad coach or anything like that. It's not that he was a bad coach or anything like that. What it really is that he just was trying to sell the idea of a technique. Where's my boar? Oh, there it is. Boar galore. He was trying to sell the idea of a technique. So he would end up saying things like, dude, if you land this cross, you're going home early. The guy's waking up looking at the ceiling, right? He would say things like that. If you don't know any better, you might actually believe that that's how easy it is. It's not, right? And judo has that same problem, where it's like they're heavily focused on throws and other things that, while they are good, they're not exactly as good as you might be led to believe, right? Now, in addition to that, you also have the issue of the Olympic rule set, like I said, where a lot of the time, somebody ends up getting thrown, and it's called an ippon, but you notice that the guy who won, who was declared the winner, who scored the ippon, he's on bottom at the end of the sequence. At the end of the movement, he ends up on bottom, right? And even if that is true, that it's only true in the context of sport, for one thing, it's not. You think people only do sport judo? You think a judo guy, if he ended up in a fight, he's not gonna hit that roll through if it comes down to it? Of course he is. Of course he's gonna hit the roll through. Oh no, I need to. Of course he's gonna hit that roll through in a street fight. Why wouldn't he, right? But in addition to that, people get lucky. You know, people make mistakes. Things happen. Yeah. And if you're sitting here, right, because karate has a similar issue, right? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna set these guys up. I'm gonna go. All right, we're good. Karate has a similar issue where their sparring is not realistic, and because of that, when you take a karate guy who has done point sparring his entire life and you put him in a live sparring situation, he tries to point spar. He tries to point spar, but he just hits you as hard as he can with that one blow that he was trying to land, you know? I could show you actually after this match. Remind me, right? And I will show you. What happens when a Kyokushin guy faces off against a dude who only ever did sport karate sparring, right? You're going to see what I'm talking about. And judo, again, while I'm not saying it's bad, while I'm not saying you can't practice judo and be good at newaza, or, you know, the ground fighting portion, if you're not careful, you will end up in a spot where you think that you can just throw somebody. And then after you throw them and they get back up, you're going to be like, oh, shit, what the fuck? at best, you're going to be like, ah, shit, what the fuck? At worst, that guy's going to take the opportunity to start laying blows down on you, right? I used to do judo as a kid. All I remember is a hip throw and a Dark Souls roll. Yeah. Probably the. Actually, I don't know. I don't know the Seonagi. I know like basic jiu-jitsu moves that are taught to kids. I don't know what basic judo throws would be taught to kids. There's one trip that we teach to my class, and I disincentivize its use very quickly because it's a low percentage move because it's so easy to see coming a lot of the time. And you could say, oh, just set it up, set up the throw. Yeah, like you need to set up your throws, your takedowns in general, but it's hard to get a lot of kids to grasp the concept of a setup, you know, including with that throw. Go over here, bada bing, bada boom. 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm good. You know. Me and my buddy are 3 months into starting Muay Thai and loving it. Starting sparring this Friday. Any tips? Yes, Organ Blender. Spar light. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, hey, we're going too hard. We're going too fast. Protect yourself. All right? In addition to that, work on things that you need to work on. Don't just spar. Spar with a goal. Work on your defense. Work on your jab. Work on your teeps. Work on your this, your that, the other thing. Whatever you feel you need to work on the most, work on that. Don't do anything other than that, right? There's nothing wrong with doing it that way. Where's my fucking it's over there, isn't it? It's either here or it's there. I don't know which. I'm looking for my stone. Anyway, in addition to that, you're going to be disappointed with your sparring. You should be disappointed with your sparring. You need to be disappointed with your sparring, right? So when you spar and you don't do that well, especially against people who you feel like you probably should have did a little bit better against, that's fine. It's actually a good thing. Sparring is not supposed to be a gratifying situation. If you feel gratified by your sparring, you're doing something wrong and you need to do it differently, okay? You're either trying too hard or you're going with guys who do not actually challenge you in a real way, right? Me, rarely ever do I feel happy about my sparring. It's not that I'm like, I fucking suck, oh man, I suck at this. It's not that I feel that way about it. It's more that I know that I can't be sitting here like beating the hell out of people in the gym. For one thing, what's the point, right? There's no medals or belts awarded for there's no medals or belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no medals or belts awarded for winning and sparring. I had to have that conversation with a kid yesterday because I told him to roll with somebody and he immediately like pounced on him right after he slapped hands and fist bumped, and I had to be like, dude, relax, like take it easy, man. There's no medals here, all right? Actually roll. Don't just try to win. And that's the issue that a lot of people have, is that they see sparring as something that you have to win, that you have to do better than the other guy in, and that's not the case, you know? So, like, yeah, like, I typically don't feel that good about my sparring. A good day of sparring for me is a day where I don't get absolutely, like, injured in some way. You know, that's a good day of sparring. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. You know, if I feel good about my sparring, chances are I did something wrong. So just keep these things in mind. It's a bunch of general things to keep in mind. I forget if I made a video on this or not. You might as well check my channel to see if I give any advice for people who are sparring. I do have a video from an old channel of mine that I have to re-upload as well. Well, that would be good too. But yeah, it's just some general advice for you, right? Is Hapkido a decent martial art in your opinion, sir? I don't know. I don't know much about Hapkido. All I know about that is it was Scorpion's fighting style in Mortal Kombat Deception. That's really all I know about it. Other than that, I know it's a Korean martial art, things like that. It's more geared towards self-defense than like sports and shit like that. But the thing is, like, so is Wing Chun. So is Tai Chi supposed to be geared towards the streets. So whenever I hear, oh, it's geared towards self-defense, it's like, oh, so it doesn't work then, is what you're telling me right now. It just doesn't work. It's bullshit. It doesn't work. I'd rather have them go here. It's okay. I'm already kind of ahead of this guy as is. And I think he's playing an organization, a civilization. I don't think he's that, you know, fucked up. I'd rather get the 4 here than I can get these, you know. I'm already practically back to 800 anyway. But yeah, like Hapkido, I mean, look, I'll do anything just to do it. You know, like I did a little bit of Wing Chun back in the day. I did a little bit of Krav Maga back in the day, just cause why not? Martial arts is fun. I'd do Aikido too if it came down to it, because why not? Martial arts is fun. It's what I like to do. I want to know as much about them and as many arts, as many styles as possible. Doesn't mean I'm going to be using it in a fight. There we go. Perfect. Doesn't mean I'm going to be using it in a fight. Just means that I'm going to be where's the... Oh, there he is. It just means that I do it, you know? So yeah, it's when it comes to Hapkido, when I see video of it, it's always like weird self-defense shit, like women's self-defense tier type shit. So I'm not gonna say it's like a good art necessarily, but like, hey, you might as well do it if you just feel like doing it, you know. Hey Scott, I just watched the Vegan Gains debate and I felt like he was trying to be your friend. I don't know if he was mogging, but he seemed like he was trying to start friendly convo. No, he wasn't. A debate is never a friendly thing, right? It can be a respectful thing, but it's not a friendly thing. He didn't have me on. He didn't have me on because he wanted to like shoot the shit with me, right? He had me on, and immediately in the debate, right? You couldn't see it in the beginning because, like an idiot, I forgot to hit record. And that's why it starts off randomly. But in the beginning of the bait, holy shit. I'm baiting. In the beginning of the debate, he immediately started to like he just got right to it. He was like, okay, so I believe veganism is this. It's your job to tell me why it's not a good thing or why eating meat is okay, right? He was immediately trying to get me in a gotcha situation. He was giving me criteria to try and fill that he knew were going to be very, very narrow. It was going to be next to impossible for me to fill, especially when it came time for him to have his rebuttals. Because anytime I would say anything, he would just start on his weird little hypotheticals. Like, and this happens in martial arts all the time too, and this is one of the ways that I've kind of learned to not give a shit when people do this, is like, you'll show someone a move, and they'll be like, well, like, what if I had a knife, though? It's like, well, what if you had a knife? If you had a knife, I probably wouldn't be trying to fight you. I'd probably be running. I'd only fight somebody with a knife if I absolutely positively had to. So I don't see why you think this weird gotcha situation is somehow like debunking me or something like that. And what I'll do when somebody does that is literally what I did to him at some point in the debate, which is someone will be like, well, what if I had a knife? And I'll be like, well, what if I had a gun? Fucking, what if I had a gun? What if I had a bigger gun? What then? Neither of us have a fucking gun, so who gives a shit, right? But again, it's just the absurdity of like the absurdity of saying shit like that. Like, what if I had a gun? What if there was an alien invasion? It's like, all right, man, if we're gonna play that way, go fuck yourself, you know? And then the whole trying to literally flex, as if someone like me is gonna give a shit that somebody has bigger biceps than me. It's like, yeah, all right, man, fucking. That's funny. He said he wanted to fight Sam. He wanted to fight Sam on the Creator Clash card, and I guess iDubbbz never got back to him. That's funny. That would have been a good fight. It wouldn't have been good for Vegan Gains, but it would have been a good fight. If I did, and you know, that's why iDubbbz didn't want it. Now it's all. I get it now. I get it. I get it. Oh shit! Wait. Yes. Here, I'm gonna make it a defensive castle. I'm gonna make it a defensive castle because I don't have Taylor to come bail me out. If I fuck up a castle drop, I don't have Taylor to come bail me out. But that's exactly why iDubbbz didn't want a Sam Hyde versus Vegan Gains fight, is because Vegan Gains would have got fucked up. You know, it wouldn't have worked out. It would not have worked out for him. Oh, yes, you guys right here. Bang, bang. Oh shit. All right, there we are. Wait. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Gonna go here. Sorry, I'm dialing in right now. I'm locking in right now. Yeah, that's why iDubbbz wouldn't have wanted a Vegan Gains a Vegan Gains boxing match with Sam, is because Sam would have won on iDubbbz's card, and iDubbbz would have lost on his own fucking card. That would have been like the ultimate. See, I want to be very careful about how I speak about this guy, right? Because of just out of respect for Sam, right? I'm not talking shit about iDubbbz. I'm not talking about him in a way that is meant to be disrespectful, right? But I do still want to be careful just out of respect for Sam and Jet and, you know, everything they've all done for me. But there would have been very few ways that iDubbbz would have looked worse than if he had a Vegan Gains Sam Hyde boxing match and Sam won and iDubbbz lost. Fucking, it could not have looked any worse for him. All right, I'll go here. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just build that right there. And then we're gonna go here and then there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, perfect. We got 53 going into Imperial Age. It's not fantastic, but it's not. You know, it's not. It's not awful either. I think rhetorical hypotheticals are good for illustrating points, but I don't like Vegan Gains. Well, you see, rhetorical hypotheticals are only going to be good insofar as they are actual, they're actually plausible, right? They're actually plausible, and they are done in good faith, you know? Using a rhetorical hypothetical as a way around something somebody just said that is concrete, that is actually tangible, using an intangible statement to try and counter a tangible statement is bad faith. And because of that, I wasn't going to take the dude seriously. I wasn't going to take his argument seriously. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't going to take his argument seriously. I already wasn't taking the debate seriously. Because, again, fuck debates. Who cares, right? Yeah, I should start getting these together as well. Fuck debates, who cares? But especially when he sat there like, oh, well, alien invasion a million years in the past. It just became like, it became a farce, right? It was a farce. And it was, again, a bad faith attempt to try and catch me in some kind of weird situation that is just like, it's just stupid. Bottom line, it's just stupid, right? It's a situation where it's like, all right, well, yeah, maybe I can't. Oh, all right, cool. Picked up a relic. I thought it was something different that happened. All right, cool. Maybe I don't have a good answer for your ridiculous fucking question. Maybe I don't have a good answer for your ridiculous question. But again, the question is so ridiculous in the first place that even if I had the correct answer, what's the point? What's the point in entertaining that? It's so farcical. Why waste time on it? It's foolish. You might as well ask a child what he thinks about something. You might as well ask a child, a 7-year-old, what they think about politics. Fucking, it's just dumb. You know, dumb, bottom line. You know, people are gonna say I'm like coping or some weird fucking bullshit like that, but it's like, no. Fucking dumb shit is dumb. I'm gonna call dumb shit dumb. That shit was dumb. And Vegan Gains knows it was dumb because he doesn't have it on his channel. You know? It's as simple as that. As simple as that, my friends. Yeah, I'm just gonna have him go straight for that because this dude's taking the things with the stuff. Alright. And then I need... Oh, fuck. I just realized. And just for the record, too, right? Like, I don't hate Vegan Gains. I'm not even mad at him, necessarily. It's just, I smelled bullshit, so I called it out. In addition to that, like I said, I'm not gonna let some fucking idiot try and be like, my muscles are bigger, haha. It's like, alright, well, I'll fucking beat your face in. What are you gonna do? Fucking, oh, those muscles are gonna look real impressive when I'm mounted on top of you, elbowing the shit out of your face. Yeah, it's gonna look real good. But like, outside of that, I really don't have issues with Vegan Gains. Like, I don't like, his existence doesn't bother me. His veganism doesn't bother me. It's all good, whatever, you know. Fucking, I'm actually, to tell you the truth, I'm actually, part of the reason I keep talking about it in depth is because there's a piece of me that's like, I really debated Vegan Gains. That really fucking happened. Really? Me? I was in a debate with Vegan Gains? Holy shit, dude. That's crazy, right? There's a piece of me that's kind of like that, right? And that happens almost every time I get to talk to somebody who has, like, that kind of, like, legendary status. That's how I felt about when I first met Sam. It's how I felt about Jet, you know? It's how, like, it's how I felt about Taylor from PKA. It's how I felt about Mayhem Miller, right? Overall, I don't have any real beef with Vegan Gains, you know? He wants to box. We could box, don't get me wrong, you know? But it's not like a thing where I'm like, I fucking hate that dude, man. He's such a fucking asshole, dude. Fuck him. Oh. More gold. Also, I need to make up for the lack of I need to make up for the lack of TC activity. I'm so far ahead of this dude right now that it's like, you know, he's kind of fucked because he's got a civilization that is not going to be good for the Teutons. You know, I don't know what he could really do that would counter me very well. You know. Oh yes, and then of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. Excuse me. Just a heads up, farcical would be a better description than non-farcical. Did I say non-farcical by mistake? Whoops. Do his gains bother you? That's really what it is. That's really what it is. And oh yeah, Tom Marley. I'm playing definitive version. Scott, when his voice dropped when you said you would beat him in a fight, made me realize gaining size doesn't increase confidence at all. Do you think it's a good idea to increase size while learning to box? Would it affect boxing skill? Don't go for increasing size necessarily. Go for increasing strength. Do low weight, high rep. Like 5x5. 5x5 strong lifts are pretty good. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go over there. You go over there. I need more of these. Sorry, I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer you. It's just like I said, I'm trying to lock in here a little bit. Yeah, like 5x5 strong lifts is good. The way I see it, just don't do it like I did, like a fucking idiot. I fucked it up by mistake. You're supposed to stick with one weight for the entirety of the set. the entirety of the 5 sets of 5, right? You're not supposed to up the weight. I, like an idiot, was upping the weight, and I was wondering why I was shitting the bed halfway through. Yeah, like, I was getting to, like, 3. I was getting to set number 3, and I was absolutely shitting the bed. That was so stupid of me. I was so dumb for that. But, dude, I hate when the farms do this shit. It's so annoying. There we go. In addition to that, work functional movements and exercises. All right, curls are bullshit. Curls are good for if you wanna add mass, but especially if you're doing boxing where you're gonna have to learn how to uppercut and hook, you don't want to train your body to be doing that. Okay, work muscle groups, not necessarily individual muscles, and you'll be good. You know, you'll be a-okay. Where's my... Oh, there they are. Okay. Bang, bang. Gonna go Mad Halberdiers. And yeah, like gaining muscle increases confidence, but only if you're gonna allow it to increase confidence in the way that, like, it's supposed. Like, see, I'm butchering the point that I'm trying to make. I know what I'm trying to say, and it's not not coming out the way that I want it to. I mean, like, gaining mass can increase your confidence, but, like, the thing is, again, Vegan Gains knows that I know how to fight. So in his head, he's like, okay, I'm huge, but also I've seen much smaller guys beat the shit out of much bigger guys because they do what this guy does, right? I'm sure if fucking I don't know. I'm sure if some dude, like Aiden Ross was like, I'm gonna fuck you up, Vegan Gains, he'd probably be like, oh yeah, let's do it, right? He'd probably jump at that chance. But literally, it was because it was me. Like, we're just being honest here. It's not that I'm special insofar as I'm me, therefore. It's that what I do, he knew. Like, all right, like, this guy actually knows how to fight, so he probably could beat my shit. You know? But yeah, like, don't just put on mass and then expect everybody to think that that means something, because it really doesn't, you know? All it means is that... One sec. Damn. Oh, fuck. Alright, there we go. I was gonna say, all it means is that you're gonna get tired quicker, you know? You might have cinder blocks. You might have cinder blocks for like 30 seconds, but as soon as you get tired, boy, is it gonna fucking suck for you, you know? Oh, there we go. You know what? Fuck it. We're so far ahead. Alright. We're joining the dark side today, boys. We're joining the dark side here. We're gonna sacrifice a few of these fine gentlemen. You know what I'll also do? No, of course. I hit these as well. Oh, that's alright. That's okay. We're alright. We're all good. Taylor from PKA has really become a stellar dude, heavy on the conspiracies and base stuff. No homo. Yeah. Taylor's a really cool guy, you know? He's been really good to me. I appreciate the hell out of him. You know, he's been a good friend to me. He's been a good friend. Hey, Scott, what did you think about that game War of Rights, the Civil War game you played? It was fun to watch. It was really fun. I'd recommend it, you know? It's a really fun game to play. I like, but I dislike that they have they've added wait a second, did I? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's alright. Oh, wait. Duh. I both like and dislike that they added a team deathmatch type mode. I like and I dislike it because on one hand, it's cool to just jump in there and start firing, especially if it's a randomized map. But on the other hand, I really did like the historical narrative that you were playing out, where like you could play at Harper's Ferry, you could play the Battle of South Mountain, etc., etc. You could play on these maps and you can play in these battles. You know, it was really cool. I liked it. Okay, all right. I'm gonna put these guys together. Bring them over there. Yeah, it's a really fun game though. I would highly recommend for sure. You know. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna put these guys here. These guys though will go on there. These guys on here. Bang. Whoop. Nope. Alright. Alright, so we're good. We're good. He's really just letting... he probably doesn't even notice this thing. The next vegan you should debate is Anthony Fantano. Oh, dude, I'd love that. Fucking Scott the Sullivan Tano here. The music's busy. Fuck, the internet's busiest music nerd. Fucking, if he hit me with anything like that, I'd hit him in the face. Oh, uh-oh. No bueno. That's okay, though. Yep. Fantastico. He couldn't even get the one. That's good for me. Alright, so I'm gonna move these guys over here. Sam should go vegan for a year for comedy. Dude, I can only imagine how that'd turn out. That was something I was thinking is if there was interesting, okay. Yeah, and then let's go here. Bang bang, come on. Alright, oh yeah, we're in good shape. We're in good shape now. Ah, man, these guys aren't fucking attacking. Neither are these guys. Neither are these guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I take care of these. Alright, perfect. We only have 3 of those left, though, so I'm gonna have to... That was one thing I was thinking if me and Vegan Gains were to box, is, if he was to win, right, which he wouldn't, but if he was to win, I'd go vegan for, like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe even a month, you know? Why not make it a month? You know, I'd be willing to do something like that. Again, like I don't think a boxing match between me and him would happen. It wouldn't be fair if we're being honest here. The only thing that would make it fair is the fact that he's probably like he probably weighs more than me and it's muscle, right? That would probably be the only like way to square that circle. But even then it's like it wouldn't really be fair. But if something like that was to get put together, then I'd be cool with that being like a wager. You know? Do I have, No, yeah, I have halberdiers. I just don't have them upgraded at all. They're completely unupgraded. Come on. Oh, yeah, this guy's goose is cooked. Surprised he hasn't given up. Good for him. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh, fucking get him. You big dummies. You big dummies. What the hell is this hand cannon here doing here? Yeah, you know what? I'd rather take care of the military installations. Didn't Vegan Gains starve a dog or something? I hope not. Fucking hope not. What does a good boxing gym look like, and can you really learn boxing from classes, or should one do coaching sessions? I mean, it depends on the coach, you know. See, like a good boxing gym, it's tough because people need different things. Some people need different things because they have different goals, right? Some people, they just wanna like train a little bit here and there. They're not big on the whole oh, you know what? I should take care of that. They're not big on the whole fighting thing, so you know, they might not want to go to a gym with a bunch of fighters, but they also might want to go to a gym where they're actually going to train you for real. It's not just going to be cardio boxing, cardio kickboxing, or something like that, and that's totally understandable. But you're going to have some people who they want to be fighters, so they're going to have to go to a gym with a bunch of fighters. It specializes in training and you know, coaching fighters. One thing I'll say to look out for is look out for the old style, the old school. Oh, I'm going to kill this boar. Watch out for the old school, I don't give a shit about you, you have to prove your worth to me, kind of boxing gyms, right? Those places are stupid as hell. If you're paying to go somewhere, you shouldn't have to prove your worth to somebody. They should just do their fucking job and teach you, right? It doesn't, like, because here's the thing, right? Just because you come into my gym, it doesn't mean we're best pals. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, well, hi there, my name's Scott, it's nice to meet you. Oh, your name's Timmy? Oh, fuck. Your name's Timmy? Oh, man. Oh, whoa, nice to meet you, bud. I'm not going to do that, you know? I'm very low-key. I'm not going to run over to you as soon as you walk through the door, right? Like, I'm going to let you do your thing, and then when it comes time for me to actually, like, teach you, I'm going to be like, oh, hey, my name's Scott. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, Timmy? Cool. Have you ever done anything like this before? No? That's fine, dude. Everybody's got to start somewhere, you know? And then I'll start conversations. I'll start talking about a bunch of stuff. This guy's being a sore loser. Anyway. But yeah, like, a lot of boxing gyms, you go there, you pay the guy, and then he doesn't pay you any fucking mind. Right? They might tell you some basics to work on and stuff like that. But overall, they're not, like, going out of their way to really help you. And it's because they feel that you're supposed to prove yourself to them. I don't buy into that. The fact that you're paying me is all that I need. I'm going to try my best to teach you and make you into the best fighter that I can make you into. Even if you don't want to be a fighter, I'm teaching you the way that I would teach a fighter. That's just the way that it is, you know? Oh, excuse me. Oh, running away. This guy is really just like... Anyway, watch out for that, because for one thing, like, you're wasting your money. If they're not teaching you how to actually box, if they're just like, yeah, hit the bag, yeah, do this, do that, shadow box, do this, blah, 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 blah. If nobody there is teaching you how to box, if they're just leaving you to your own devices, telling you to, like, fuck off in the corner and shadow box, it's a waste of money. They're just taking your money. I'll go ahead, I'll fucking blow a hole in there. It'll make it easier to get these guys in and out. Because apparently I'm going to have to fucking track this dude down. And in fact, you know what? Here we go. Perfect. This fucking dummy. Apparently it's just these two left. I'll go ahead and I'll see what I can do there. In addition to that, it also can be dangerous because you might end up in a spot where, you know, that guy who isn't giving you the time of day, he's not bothering to teach you, he doesn't care about you, you're not one of his fighters. He comes up to you and he's like, hey kid, you want to fucking spa today? My guy's got a fight coming up, you want to spa? And then before you know it, you're getting your shit pushed in by some guy who has a lot more experience than you. And he's not holding back at all. He's not making it into a teaching experience. There's nothing. He's just abusing you, you know? It's disgusting, you know? So look out for psychos, right? But also look out for McDojos. McDojos, you know, calling a boxing gym a McDojo, it's like, well, that's a little bit weird, you know? But when I say that, what I mean is like a cardio boxing place where they're not actually interested in teaching you how to fight. They're just interested in, okay, 10 punches on the bag, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. All right, 10 hooks on the bag, 1 2 1 2. Right? They're just interested in that. And then on the flip side of that, it's like, oh hey, you're giving the gym money. Oh hey, you're at my gym and you're giving me money to be here. All right, fuck off. Don't talk to me. If that makes sense, you know. Hello, Scott Sullivan. What is your ethnicity? Thank you. I am black and Jewish. No, I'm a black Hebrew is what I am. I'm a black Hebrew. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm Irish, Italian. I'm a bunch of things. A little bit French too. Swedish. I'm a lot of stuff, dude. I really am a lot of stuff. Not just French either. French Canadian. I actually had the French is on my dad's side. I also have a little bit of English too. The English is on my mom's side. My French ancestor fought my English ancestor in the Battle of Louisburg, Louisburg, whatever, in the French and Indian War. The French ancestor was the captain of a militia unit, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the English ancestor was with Rogers Rangers. I could be wrong about that. The reason I say that is because Rogers Rangers was present at the Battle of Louisburg, and my ancestor was a colonial. And when you see the order of battle for Louisburg, you see the English army, and then you see colonial militia. And you know, like putting 2 and 2 together, it seems like that's where my colonial ancestor would have been. But I could be wrong. Maybe they were just like, nah, join the army, join the English army, right? Maybe that's what they did, but I don't know, you know. Oh yeah, the English ancestor was also a sergeant in the colonial army in the Revolutionary War as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm really proud about that. You know, I'm proud about that, like I am about my my Civil War ancestor, and I'm proud of my dude. My French ancestor was kidnapped, and brought down to Massachusetts, and he ended up escaping, if I remember correctly. There's this shit is like written down. I have it written somewhere, but you know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, you know. Battle of Hastings was actually not super quick despite the name. There you go, Spawn Connery. My ancestors made knives. That's pretty sick, dude. Hell yeah. No, Scott, I'm wondering if you're Irish like me. I mean, I'm not like Irish, like fresh off the boat. But yeah, I'm Irish. My last name's Sullivan. You know, what do you expect? What do you expect, dude? Yeah. 23andMe makes everyone a little bit Jewish, so you can't hate, but not enough where you can get Gibbs from Israel. Yeah, it's isn't that something they were like proven to have done too? Like not even with like Judaism, but wasn't there something years ago where they were like, yeah, we kind of mess with people's stuff because you know, if this white person figures out they're 0.02% black, you know, they might be a little bit less inclined to be racist. And it's like, that's such a weird fucking thing. That's such a weird thing to do. What a strange thing to say. Anyway, with that said, it's about time I hit that old dusty trail. All right, I got work in the morning, unfortunately. And yeah, we're gonna have to do our thing. All right, but I will be back Friday. I'm gonna be back Friday on Fish Tank Live exclusively. All right, Friday is now Fish Tank Day. All right, Fish Tank Friday. All right, and I'm not 1,000,000% sure what I'm gonna be doing for the Friday stream. I'm gonna try and make sure it's something special, it's something fun. All right, but we will be doing the Friday stream on fishtank.live only. So check that out, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.